Hello everybody. Since we're not having classes, I thought I'd throw together something for the short Pilates that we do Wednesday nights and Friday mornings. And we'll start with that, and maybe I'll eventually get courageous and do some whole classes, right? Some yoga, the gentle Monday morning class, maybe even do some restorative if you've got your own props, although you can do restorative without props, okay? So we've got a couple of different things that we're gonna do. Pretty much the standard Friday morning Pilates, if you're used to that. It's Pilates mat style. You can use a blanket and sit on that. You've got a block if you need that. So let's get started. I don't play music in the background because I don't have a license to do that. So if you want to put some music on in the background for yourself, that'll work too. So take a moment, let's do a little quick warm up. We're going to inhale, take the arms up, and exhale, bring them down. I'm going to do that again. Inhale, take it up, and exhale, take it down. Last time, inhale, take it up. Going to rotate to the right, tap the floor, tap the thigh, come right back up, inhale, and over to the other side, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Come back to center. Let's do a little seated cat-cow. Hands can be on the knees or on the ankles if you need a little more support. You're going to rock forward, lengthening out through the front body, round back and round the spine, especially between the shoulder blades. Scoop that navel center in. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, round. You can do this a few more times. Inhale and exhale. And maybe if you want a little bit more, you can put hands to heart center. It means you have no support at all, so you choose hands at the heart, hands on the knees, or hands on your ankles. Maybe even you extend the arms out. Again, rounding as you come back, lengthening as you come forward, back and forth. Inhales forward, and exhales back. One more time, inhale, and exhale, and come back to center, and relax the arms. I'm going to move the blanket and I'm going to put myself sideways to you. So I'm going to be on the mat this way and continue our little basic roll up, or warm up rather, and bring the knees in. You can imagine you're holding a block or a small ball between the knees. Maybe you use the fingers so that you're not schlumpy. You can kind of pull yourself up. Inhale here, and let's do cat-cow. Round the spine. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round the spine. Do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. This time, let's come up. If you need to keep the hands on the knees or thighs, do that, but maybe you do it from here, extending out nice and tall, round the spine. Inhale, maybe the arms come up to give you more lift and around the spine. Do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up and release the hands. If you need to go to diamond and round over to release tension on the low back, do that. Give me a nice release, or even lean back and windshield wiper the feet. Reconnect to the sit bones again. Strong inner thighs. Again, start with fingers here to give you lift. You're going to extend the arms out. We're going to inhale. This time it's a straight back. Just hinge on the sit bones and come back up. Don't round the spine. And take it back. And maybe we have a little more fun. We pull that elbow back on the right and look at that elbow and come up nice and tall. And then we go back on the other side. So side to side. Inhales and exhales. If you want to make it more fun, you bring the arms up and then pull. So this slows you down a little bit. Inhale up and exhale, pull. One more time. Inhale up and exhale, pull. Inhale up, and one more time into that diamond shape. And relax the hips and low back. One more breath. And bring it up. Find the leg extension here. We're going to play with C-curve. Readjust the flesh. So remember that in C-curve, it's not about getting to the toes. So it's not a hamstring stretch. We don't hinge from the hips. We round the spine. It's actually called a spinal stretch, right? You're going to start with the shoulder blades back, and you can start here. Right? Engage the belly, inhale. And then think about that rounding at the waistband. Inhale, come right back up. On the exhale, round at the waistband. Pull that navel center in. Do it one more time just like that. Inhale. And exhale. This time as you come up, bring the arms up and maybe do that again. Inhale, but this time keep the arms alongside the ears as you go into that C curve. And inhale up. It's like you're shaped like the letter C, right? Doing one more time. Exhale into that C curve. Inhale up. And release. And roll shoulders. So we're going to play with roll downs and roll ups. And roll downs can be really challenging. Roll ups can be really challenging. So remember that what you want to do is put a part of the spine down on the floor at a time. So you'll lay the sacrum and then the low back and then the ribs. So the old cue used to be to roll down as if you were laying a string of pearls on the table, one pearl at a time. So that may or may not work. Some people that have hardware in their backs find that a little more challenging. You can always do this with bent knees. All right, so feel free to join in. Shoulders back, toes pointed or feet flexed. That's a personal preference. I want you to feel like you're pressing down so that you can get this lift. Start with the arms extended. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck the tailbone and roll down. So you're going to lay the sacrum down, lay the low back down, lay the rib cage down, lay the shoulder blades down, lay the shoulders and the head. The arms come overhead. Inhale here. Exhale, roll back up. Roll up, head, shoulders, ribs, low back, sacrum, and come right up onto the hips. If you're not comfortable rolling up, roll down just once and then stay there and do a little mini roll up. Just roll up as far as you can comfortably go, protecting the neck, and then roll back down, okay? We're headed down there anyway, we'll catch up. So take the arms out, inhale, and exhale, roll. Tuck the tailbone, lower the sacrum, the low back, the ribs, shoulder blades, shoulders, head, arms overhead, inhale, and exhale, roll right back up. Now you can do it with the arms extended, or even the arms, again, all the way up, giving you a lot of lift. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Inhale overhead, and exhale, roll up. Come to the top, maybe get that nice extension. Inhale, and exhale, roll down. Do it 2 more times. Inhale, and exhale, roll up. Inhale, and exhale, roll down. We're going to stay down and relax. Maybe you bend the knees. Windshield wipers side to side if you need to. Scoot down so we're a little more in the frame here. We'll take a moment. If you need to stretch the low back out, you can draw the knees in. Remember that you can do that at any time. We're going to play with the idea of the imprint. So the imprint means that we make more of a connection to the floor, right? Imagine somebody's got 2 fingers on the outer edges of your shoulders and pressing them gently into the mat, and they stay there. And then the space between the shoulder blades presses gently down into the mat. The rib cage presses gently down into the mat. The back of the pelvis presses gently down into the mat. We don't force the low back down. The back is probably going to move. You should already feel a little firmer through the belly. And maybe press firmly into the feet and the backs of the arms. This is the idea of imprint. We want to keep this idea of imprint no matter what we're doing. Even if we roll up and roll down, we come back to this imprint to hold us connected to the mat. You can start with arms out. You can tuck your hands underneath your hips on either side. You can even put a blanket double fold underneath your hips. That's going to help your pelvis stay tilted. So if you're having trouble keeping that imprint of the back of the pelvis down into the mat, put the blankets or your hands under your hips. Otherwise, the legs go up, straight up in the air, long, long legs. I want you to imagine you're trying to touch the ceiling with your toes, Really feel that reach. The more you reach up, the more you imprint and press down. Arms out. We're going to take the legs, and I call this Charlie Chaplin. I want you to externally rotate at the hips, and then the feet are flexed like this, and it looks like Charlie Chaplin. Then from there, you point the toes. Really reach. Feel the strength in the quads. Press gently down. Take the legs out and in. We go out and up. Out and up. Out, exhale, up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You want to have a nice relaxed jaw. Feel that imprint. Don't lose the imprint. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. And stay up, stay up, stay up. Fantastic. And put your right fingers on behind the right thigh very gently, and the left leg is going to come down. You're going to put the left fingers behind the left ear. Inhale. Exhale. Roll the shoulders off the mat. You're going to hold this leg strong. Really extend out through the left leg. What you're going to do is you're going to bring the heel up, and you're going to bring it down. Ready? Here we go. Exhale up. 1 and 2. No death grip on the back of the thighs, please. There's 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold at 10. Breathe. Change hands. Right fingers behind the ear, left fingers. Take that right leg down. Stay lifted. Maybe even lift a little higher. On an exhale, we go. Here we are. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees. Let the head rest. Whew. You can bring the feet down. Take the legs all the way out if you felt that a lot of constriction in the front of the thighs. And bend the knees. Maybe relax the imprint. Hug the knees in. And then we'll go again. Reset your imprint. Make that connection. Set your belly on the exhale. It means draw the navel center in very gently. You're going to do fingers behind the ears and roll up. We're going to stay here. We're going to extend one knee in and one leg out. And this is simple leg pull or single leg pull. You're just going to reach out, hold here, and then you're going to switch. Hold here, switch. Inhale, exhale. If your neck gets really tired, you put the head down. You can still do this with the head down. 2 more times. That's on both sides, by the way. 1 more set. Take the legs up. Let the body rest. And bring the legs down. And breathe. Fantastic. So we're going to go back to Charlie Chaplin legs. Shoulder blades down. Reconnect. Again, put something under the hips if you need to. So find that little bit of an external rotation. You're going to have the hands down to begin with. We're just going to take the legs out and in again, but we're going to play. Nice long legs, reach for the ceiling. Here we go. Out and up. Out and up. Keep going. Maybe you imagine you're holding on to a ball, and every time the legs go out, roll the shoulders up and try and throw the ball between the legs. Here we go. And just keep the elbows close. Bring the hands into the heart. If you want a little more, take the legs out as the arms come overhead. 4 more times. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and we rest. And we breathe. Catch your breath for a moment. So the next series, we're going to do hip series. We're going to lay on our side. Now you can put a blanket or a block under your head. I like a block. I think it's because I've got a long neck. But you can also put a blanket under your head. What I want you to avoid is laying on your side, and notice how the head tilts down. It's a lot of compression in the neck and shoulders. So a blanket folded in half can be really effective as support. I personally like a block, so I'm going to use a block. You may not have a block at home. Use a small pillow to keep the neck neutral, right? So you want to pull that shoulder back just a little bit so your shoulders are stacked, rib cage is stacked, hips are stacked, knees are stacked, ankles are stacked, right? So the idea that we're going to very gently imprint that making connection to the floor. What I want you to make a connection to the floor is this bottom hip. Push gently down. What you might notice is as you push gently down, your rib cage and the waistband lift as if somebody had a string here. See if you can maintain that through the whole series that we're doing. This idea of engaging underneath the ribs, okay? Pull the navel center in and up. Put space between the feet and the knees, and let's lift. We go 1 and 2. So we don't want to rock back, right? Everything's stacked. 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How about 5 more? 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. We're going to extend the leg out, straight out from the hip, not towards me, but towards the length of your mat. Toe can rest on the mat, lift up again, shoulder blades are stacked, lift and lower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again, you're lifting and lowering without letting that rib cage sag, okay? And 7 and 8 and 9. How about 2 more? 1 more. Gonna hold that leg up about hip high, really kind of pull everything in. We're gonna very gently, we're gonna do this slow to begin. We're gonna bring the leg in and a little pump, and we'll take it back. We'll do it in. We'll go 1, 2, and bring it back. 1, 2, and bring it back. 1, 2, here's your breath. We go shoo, shoo, and inhale. Shoo, shoo, and inhale. 2 more times. Shoo, shoo, and inhale. Actually, I think it's 2 more after this. Shoo, shoo, and 2 more now. And 1 more. Shoo, shoo. We're going to bring it back. Hold here. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stack the legs. Anytime you need to, that leg can come forward. Just kind of release some tension here. Stack the legs again. Let's play with clamshells. These are for Nancy. Feet together, knee lifts. Here we go. 1. And again, we don't rock back. 2, 3. Hold that rib cage lifted. And 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. 2 more, 1 more. So we're going to do reverse. So you're going to bring the feet up, keep the feet up, and just lift the knee. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, 1 more. And bring it down. Fantastic. Grab whatever you have under your head, very gently and slowly. Come up so that you can go to the other side a little more gracefully than I did, I hope. Block, blanket, whatever. And come back. Find yourself a comfortable place on this side. Remember, stack everything. So we have a tendency to get here and let this rock back. Let's try not to do that. Stack the shoulders. Stack the ribs and the hips. 90-degree hips, knees, and ankles. Remember, lift up the rib cage by gently pressing down through the pelvis and the hip on the side. And imprint. All right, put a little space between the knee and the feet. And let's lift. 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5,
Don't forget to breathe. And 7, 8, 9. Pretty sure we did 15 of these on the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and beautiful. Extend that leg out. Toe comes to the ground, shoulder blades back, and we lift. We go 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 more, 1 more, hold, pull the navel center in, lift that waistband, gonna bring that leg forward and pump 1, 2, and bring it back. Do it again. 1, 2, we'll pick the pace up. Here's your breath, exhale, and back. And the pelvis stays nice and square, and back. Push into the tush, 1, 2, and back. Breathe and back. Up and back. Up. 2 more times. Up. 1 more time. Pump and hold back. Squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stack the knees. And again, you can bring that leg forward, getting some release if you want. So we're going to come back and set up for clamshells. So again, a little lift through the waistband. Keep the feet together and lift that top knee. Here we go. 1 and 2. Don't rush through this. Give a little tiny hold at the top. 6 and 7 and 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 1 more. Beautiful. Bring it down, bring the feet up, and continue lifting that knee. We go 1. Remember, hold. And 3. And 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 more times, 1 more, and we rest. Woohoo! And roll onto your back. If your block is too high, go ahead and release that. Now let's just release some tension in the hips. Oh, hug the knees in, rock a little side to side. Fantastic. 1 more breath. Remember, we start by taking a full body extension, legs out, arms overhead. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. The arms come out around 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. The knees are bent. Feet are a little wider than the hips, and let's sway those knees side to side. Gonna lower them to the right. Wait for an inhale. Bring the knees up with that inhale. And exhale over to the other side. Wait for the inhale and come up. Inhale. And exhale. Now you can keep these knees going. Remember, you're moving with the pattern of your breath. Wait for the inhale. Let the breath lead you in the motion. Not the other way around, right? But if you want also to release some tension in the neck and shoulders, bring the arms up like you're holding a cloud. And the arms are going to drape away from the direction the knees are in. Right? So it's going to drape across the body away from the knees, and then everything comes center and over. Inhale up, and exhale over. The head goes where it wants to go, whatever feels organic, whatever feels like that's the way it needs to go. Just a few more. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and come back to center and breathe. And you can roll over and push yourself up to seated, or you can grab the knees and rock up, and you come back to simple seated. Whatever that means to you. Sukhasana simply means easy seat. So what's a comfortable place to sit in? Cross-legged or diamond, or even the legs extended. Shoulder blades on the back.
The last thing we'll do is simply some lateral release. So open the shoulder blades, spiral. Gonna extend the right arm up and bring it right back down. So we'll move with this. Inhale up, side to side, and exhale down. Do that a few more times. Inhale up, and exhale. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, and exhale. Roll shoulders. Maybe fingers come behind, lift the heart. Inhale here, and exhale. You can bring the hands in front, interlace fingers, turn them inside out and go up. Lift up, don't let the head thrust forward, only go as far as you can comfortably go. One more breath. And let's release tension in the mid-back. We're gonna round, think cat stretch, right? Press out through the palms of the hands, press back through the mid-back. One more breath. On an inhale, bring the arms up and release the hands. Fantastic. One more big breath. Inhale. Hands come to heart center. Namaste, everyone.